ARBE. Do y'all think that Lisa was doing something inappropriate, or is just Mike covering his tracks?
I mean, why would this girl put herself on this with Taylor?
Maybe it's some bizarre strategy. I don't know.
She was a liar, but at the same time, it doesn't pan out. I don't.
I believe
no
her.
girl's going to say, "Yeah, let's try and do this."
Why is he admitting that she did
air.
something to him at the barbecue too?
He's just saying stuff. I think. Why would she? Yeah. Why would she want to be part of it?
That's not making him look good.
Right.
He's admitting to adultery.
But he's desperate now. He's trying to discredit her.
Yeah. Right. It's one thing if she was not bringing it to the airwaves to try and tell Taylor, oh, this, and then he throws that on her, and then she can be like, well, I don't know who to believe. But you don't go the extra mile and get on this show to do this.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're a liar like that.
Why? What's the risk reward? I was asked that.
Yeah, what's she benefiting from this?
Yeah. Is she trying to throw her
maybe
best
getting
friend
them
off?
broken up, and then some time passes, and then she can kind of move in.
She just wanted to show her friend that she got it from her man.
Ooh,
one person said she's trying to split them up
friend.
for herself, but I don't understand why.
What do you say, Roula?
I said one texter says she's trying to split them up for herself. But again, back to what happened yesterday on the show, where we asked the question, who's had family members mess around with in-laws? You know, like the brother-in-law's wife and the brother-in-law. Not at all related. You know, we were talking about how the circle is so small. Like, why keep it to such a small circle? Because that's just who you're around.
People are lazy and they want what they can't have.
The line's filled up for that, and people left listener lines for that happening. So this happens way more because it's friendship, not family.
Yeah.
You know,
and I would like to point out yesterday's call, which I just find it so interesting. For those that missed it yesterday, a lady called our show, and her entire life, she has not known the original genesis of the marriages of these two people in her family. It was these two brothers got married. They were only married for a couple of years to the wives, and then they decided to divorce their wives and switch over. And so now the wife that used to be brother A's wife is now brother B's wife. And the girl that called us, for her whole life, all she's ever known is the, brother
But they
B's
were all
wife.
cool with it, Roula. Is like,
Well,
I
because
guess
she didn't know them the other way around. She goes, it'd be weird to even think of them ever being married the first time to each other. So crazy.
it is.
Someone on line one is kind of like what you just said, Ryan.
Think that Lisa's just trying to do this so she can split this up, and then after some time passes, make the move on Mike.
His comment. Dominic's on the line. Hi, Dominic. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan show.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Dominic.
So you
what
like
do you
Ryan?
think?
You think the same thing?
Man, let me tell you something. This Lisa chick, she's a real piece of work, bro. Man, she trying to break that man marriage up. Ladies, this is why it's so important to watch your friends around your dude. That girl orchestrated all of that, knowing that this man and his wife haven't had sex in a year. That's a whole nother conversation.
That is 3 years together, and they're on that kind of break.
Right, but I mean, damn, she knew what she was doing at that party, and for her to put all this together and go behind her so-called best friend's back, that's cold-blooded, man. She knew that guy was vulnerable and hurt and going through whatever he's going through in that marriage, and then she plays the victim. She called the show, get y'all on the show to orchestrate all this crap, and now she's the victim and lying. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
But to your point, Dominic, I agree with you on that. Watch your man, because I get it takes two to tango, but we have absolutely hit up that topic before, where women seem to get jealous or crush on a friend's husband, and then is thinking, well, he's so fantastic, I want him for myself. And this is why girls don't want you to meet your man. Meet the man.
Right. Man, there's an old saying, single women keep women single. Ladies, be careful who you keep around your circle and around your marriage.
I like you, Dominic.
I've never heard that, but wow.
Can you say that again?
That's really good.
Wait, let's hear it. Here we go. Go ahead. Say it again.
Single women keep women single. And guys, and look, men know this. That's why if you got a man or a husband and he's always iffy about this in particular girl or this in particular group of girls that don't have no man, and he's acting crazy or don't want you hanging out with them, it's the reason why. You never know what they got going on in their head, man.
Has this ever happened to you, Dominic, personally? Have you ever been with a girl whose friends are trying to,
or happened to you? Yeah.
No, look, I'm married. I've been married for a while, but I can honestly say none of my wife's friends have ever came to me like that. But I've seen it though. I got a lot of homeboys. I got a lot of guy friends, and I've seen all of that. I've seen that, man. I know a guy. I know a guy. His wife's best friend was going through a rough patch. Mm-hmm. They let her move in. She talked him into letting her move in. And what she do? They got drunk, just like at this barbecue thing. They got drunk, and this crazy ass dude, he ended up messing with this girl, and she recorded it in her friend's house.
Oh my
recorded it and sent it to her job.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
What was her purpose of doing that?
Like, what's the end game?
Yeah, what happened in that situation?
Crazy.
The purpose was she wanted to break it. She was jealous of her friend, and she told her when she confronted her about it. She was like, "Look, man, you got the kids over here. You got a husband. I don't have any of that, and I just want that for myself." And she didn't even like the dude. She just done it to break up that marriage.
So people they want everybody to drag everybody down to their level of misery.
Well, we got more calls, so thank you, Dominic.
Thanks,
was great.
Dominic.
Dominic, you're fantastic. Thank you so
Love
much
that
for listening
quote.
to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Who knew?
713-390-KRBE, single women, keeping women single. Let's see. Should we go to Renee? Let's go to Renee. Hi, Renee. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
1 second, we got to get...
Hold
Hang on
on.
a second.
She's on 3.
Yeah, but
It's a new 3.
Yeah.
I think Ahmad's still taking your info.
Oh, okay.
I
Let's
can't
go to
pick
T
her up.
then.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Let's go to
put
T
her on hold.
on line 4.
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. We can come
We
to
got
her in a
T.
second.
We got T.
Hi, T. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, T. So what's your take on this?
I just wanted to say, first of all, I love y'all show. I really do. So
Thank you.
appreciate everything that you guys do. I love it so much. But yeah, Lisa is suspicious. I agree with Dominic. Like, you have to watch your friends. You have to watch who you have around your man. Me personally, when I was married, I did not have no girlfriends around my husband. It's just a no for me. Cousins, sisters, I don't give a care who you are. If you are a female of the female persuasion, you were not around my man for that reason, because men are going to be men. Unfortunately, men are going to be men, okay? And if your friend is flirtatious and she wears inappropriate stuff and she's always hee-hee and ha-ha in your man's face, you better watch her, because it's not all fun and games. Lisa says, "Oh, I laugh it off uncomfortably." Who laughs when they're uncomfortable? Like, that made completely no sense. So
Do you feel like maybe you're being a little insecure? But I mean, not all men are like that. Like,
not all men are like that,
The
but
majority, she's saying.
unfortunately, in
you either trust your man or you don't.
Unfortunately, I'm black, and some black men. Like,
Why unfortunately?
that's how I know
why is that
sometimes.
unfortunate?
I think she means
I
unfortunately.
think what you're saying,
She's not saying-
unfortunately. Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Unfortunately, some men are like that.
That's what she
It is
means.
what it
Okay, I
is.
gotcha.
Yeah.
You didn't let her
I
finish.
hear what you're saying,
that's what
T.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you're
Unfortunately,
not
they're like
wrong. Yeah, we always say,
No.
T. It does take 2 to tango, but you're not wrong. You're exactly right. If you have a friend that is always like half dressed around your husband, like you said, a man is going to be a man, and if it goes on long enough and they drink enough, and there's
And that's not just
Yes.
black men, black women. It's
mean,
everybody. It's
I mean,
everybody.
yeah,
It's
I
every
mean-
it's
culture.
men in general.
Yeah.
It could be every culture of men in general, yes, but I'm just saying, like, men are going to be who they are, and they're sexual. We're more emotional, and if they feel like a woman's giving them some play and they can get away with it, they both are with it. They both are okay with however it's going to go, and to put the blindfold on the wife or the girlfriend's eyes, they're going to go with it.
All right.
I
I
can see
hear what
that.
you're saying.
And see, Lisa didn't think that old boy was gonna bust her bubble, because he told like, hey, don't make it seem like I just happened to fall on you and stuff. Like, you did something to provoke me to do that.
Do you think she could have been roofied or anything? Do you think
something like that without a woman's green light? She gave him the green light in some kind of way,
If she was
because from what
roofied
I
her.
understand, she's always around. That's her best friend.
Yeah, but Eric,
But see, the thing that I don't understand is why would she put herself on blast on our show like that? I mean, like I said, if this was not
maybe it didn't
on
play
our
out the way she
show-
thought it would. Maybe she thought that none of us would suspect her. But Eric, you brought up a point, like maybe she's roofie. I think she wouldn't remember anything. She wouldn't remember the details like she has.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe because he said she did stuff to him.
I think Lisa
maybe
just
she didn't know
wanted
that
to
she did
see
that.
if Mike had the same feelings as her.
Yeah,
We got a lot of people
let's
standing
go to
by.
the phones at 713-390-KRBE when we come back. If you have been that person that maybe you're not proud of yourself, now you've matured, you were the flirty girl around your friends, boyfriends and husbands, or you're a girl whose mate fell to the wily ways of your hot friend. 713-390-KRBE. We'll continue this conversation next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Back to Roula and Ryan. If you missed Roula and Ryan's Roses, we will repeat it at 9 o'clock this morning. But here's the situation. Taylor had a friend Lisa on the line with us. Lisa was saying that, hey, your husband, Mike, he's been flirting with me. He came on to me when she stayed at their house. He came downstairs in his underwear and fell on top of me in the middle of the night. When we got him on the phone and she flirted with him, we did the patch in.
It's so awkward to listen to other people do that.
Yeah, the bust was up. But then he throws Lisa under the bus saying, what are you talking about? You wanted it this way. By the way, we're resident calls at 713-390-KRBE. We usually do Scoop, brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston, but we had a lot of people calling about this, so we want to hear their situations. If they've ever had a girl in their life that was that flirty friend that would always go after boyfriends and husbands, Kimberly is up first at 713-390-KRBE to tell us about that. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Hey, Kimberly. Share with us, please.
Yeah, so I'm just commenting on roses. There are a lot of females that, unfortunately, if they're jealous and they think, hey, if, I got a friend that's attractive and she has a guy that's attractive, if he tries to talk to me, that means I'm a better catch, And I had a friend really all through elementary school, anytime, junior high, high school, if I said I liked the guy, next thing I know, she was trying to talk to him. Up to when I got engaged, I found out that, and I was no longer even friends with her, hadn't seen her in at least 4 years.
Oh, wow.
She went to my fiance's job and lied, told him, hey, I don't know why you're so faithful to her. She's cheating on you anyway. And it was a complete lie.
Shut up.
Stop it.
And,
what?
He was very jealous, and so he came home ready to pretty much beat me, because she, sparked a nerve, and so I'm just saying you can't if you have a person that has that complex, you can't put it past them. You'll notice when they come to your house, they dress a little cuter than normal, so.
Did he end up
back for a
messing?
second. You're saying the guy, physically
almost
hurt
hit you, or you tried to hit
that's
you?
disturbing.
I mean, it was a toxic relationship, and he was abusive, and so. But he came home, are you really cheating on me, And and I had no clue what he was even talking about, but he really did do this. He really did go to his job and spark conversation.
So
and
then did he sleep with her?
Wow.
Because he's probably thinking, well, if you cheated on me, but I don't feel so bad,
Right.
I'm going to go sleep with her.
Did he cheat on you?
Did he cheat on you?
I don't know, but the only reason I think he did it was because he couldn't hold his temper, so he came home immediately to tell me this information, but it was just a principle that you went out of your way to do that.
That's
it's just
awful.
I'm going to assume you got out of that,
you're
Kimberly, but did they end up together?
No. Oh, no.
No.
We were, at that time, we ended up marrying and everything, but it was just the fact that this one female had tried it all our lives, so.
Yeah, I'm glad you cut him out of your life. I'm glad you cut her out of your life.
Yes, both.
Okay.
Good for you.
I'm glad. Thank you for sharing that story, Kimberly.
That's
I'm
no
sorry you
way
had
to
go through
live,
that.
worrying
That was
that
crazy.
somebody's going to abuse you.
She went to his job to outright lie about her. All right, Sarah's up next. We were asking the question, anybody have this happen to them where a friend, try to hit on their man, or they're the ones that were in the situation. Sarah has a toxic relationship story to share with us. Hi, Sarah. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey there. So am I understanding that your friend, from what you told them, your friend was in a bad relationship, so just to get out of it, tried to get with your mate?
No. She was in a horrible, I'd asked her when we first got to be friends, does he put his hands on you? Because, it's a little wild. I mean, she'd already told me he cheated on her several times, so on and so forth. And when it came down to where he actually kind of looked like he was trying to flirt with me, and I'm kind of oblivious to stuff. Most of the time it just goes right over my head. But it was obvious enough where I'm like, the hell?
Yeah, what are you trying to do to me?
So to get her out of the relationship, I didn't do anything with him,
but it got to the point where I was like, look, I don't care if you're not my friend anymore, but nobody deserves to be treated this way. So, I put myself out there just
as bait.
Under the
So you told her that your man is trying to flirt with me, trying to get with me?
And what'd she say when you said that?
She was like, oh, he's just really flirty and so on and so forth. And I'm like, please, just quit making excuses for him. And
That's the problem too. Women making excuses for their man too.
Well, because you're embarrassed that you can't believe that this is actually happening, and
Yes.
so you're trying to say, no, that's not true.
Justifying
Oh,
bad
he's just
behavior.
flirty.
So
he
she-
would never do that. And
Right?
it's
No,
like,
I don't believe you.
Even if he is
It's
just flirty, that's
questionable.
just disrespectful as hell, and you shouldn't live with
We have
that.
time for one more call.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jessica's up next. 713-390-KRBE. Jessica, good morning. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, please.
What's your story?
Okay, so what I was sharing is, literally a year ago, like in Halloween, you guys did a segment, like freaky stories. That,
Believe it or not,
that
type
happened.
stories. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And so you guys almost aired my story, and of course I was all excited about it. So I kept trying to call my husband. I kept trying to text him and tell him, like, hey, they're going to share that story. They're going to share that story. And he was pretty much non-responsive all day that day. And we have like those like GPS apps type of thing.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
where he's
Life
at.
360.
Yeah.
Life 360.
Yes, exactly. And so essentially I saw that he was like at this like Motel 6 for like 2 hours.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
That day.
And he
Yes,
knew he's
and-
being tracked. He just forgot. Like,
Exactly.
oh, my gosh.
Exactly.
What
So
was
you're
his
trying to
excuse?
call your man to say, hey, babe, turn on the radio. I'm about to be on the Roula and Ryan show. And he's not responding because you see he's at a Motel 6.
So what happened then?
Getting it on with somebody else. Do you know the person he was messing around with?
Yes, I did. So I confronted him literally the next day because, first of all, I was in shock. But then I started digging into it. Like I started looking, the whole thing. And the next day, I could not. Like he had pretended to go to work that day. And
no.
he works outdoors, so I can kind of tell, like, his clothes, And so that following day, that night, he was very, like, he always leaves his clothes on the side of the basket. But that day, his clothes was tucked away very well in the laundry basket. So the next day, I went to the basket, and I smelled the clothes that he had worn the next day, and it was fresh, which means he did not go to work.
Whoa.
Yeah, it didn't
look
smell like the
at you.
outside, like
You're
recess.
like a bloodhound over here.
I should be a PI.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then did you confront him? Like, how
Looking for
come your
some
clothes
PU.
don't smell like you went to work?
Yeah, well, I was so pissed off. We have 3
yeah.
children,
Oh.
and they're all young. They're very, very young, all 3 of them. And so I couldn't handle it. So I literally said, hey, I'm going to go take the kids to your parents today because I don't want my children present when I'm going to confront him.
Wow.
And so he agreed. I took them to my in-laws, and then, of course, I literally came down, and he's playing video games, and I just sat next to him, and he's like, what's wrong? And I just said it. I said, are you seeing somebody? Are you sleeping with somebody? I said, because I saw that you were here yesterday for 2 hours, and I said, I need you to tell me right now.
Oh,
And
man.
he didn't deny it right away.
Whoa.
He admitted it.
He admitted it. Did he tell you
Yeah,
who it
he
was with?
admitted it right away. Huh?
Did he tell you who it was with?
He did not want to tell me. And when he didn't want to tell me, I said, you not wanting to tell me tells me that I know who she is. Because there's a reason for it. And so then eventually I said, you know what? I said, you don't need to tell me who it is. I know where you picked her up based off the GPS. I said, I'll just go park myself right outside of that address and see who comes out of that house.
Oh, man. Oh,
And what was
man.
his response? Did he finally give the goods?
Yes, that's whenever he was like, well, no, don't do that. It's because it's, let's just name her Monica, right? He's like, well, it's because it's Monica. Well, Monica has 2 children, and she has a partner as well.
Oh,
And-
God. So then how did it end up in the end? Did
well, get
everybody
this,
get blown
the
up and everyone's with
partner
each other's mates now?
Well, the thing is, the partner was my husband's like old friend, colleague, coworker.
Oh.
Okay.
And they left some carnage,
Yeah.
these two.
So they know each other.
Yeah, so the way that they had connected is because we would kind of hang out like as couples.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and again, what I had shared is that she would add him like on Facebook and Instagram, but she wouldn't add me. And eventually, the whole thing is that I confronted him, we talked about it, and during all this time, she keeps talking to him, and she wanted him to leave us to go with her and take care of her kids.
What now?
Yeah,
She wanted what now? She wanted you to be
Exactly.
her babysitter?
Oh, my God.
So,
It was-
so you're not. Did I miss something? They're not together now, right? A year later, you guys are
No,
divorced.
no. We decided. So he told me he eventually told me everything.
Uh-huh.
You're still
They had
together.
talked. Yes, we decided to try to work on it, and so
Okay.
that's why I didn't want
Okay.
to share our names.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
But the thing
Understandable.
is, it's been almost a year, and she still tries to reach out to him. She reached out to me. And said she wanted to be my friend.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Oh, you are dead
Yeah.
to me.
Hey,
You
you
don't
know
need
what?
that kind of
Yeah,
friend.
so this girl, I forgot her name already, but I
Wow.
believe she's lying. I
course.
believe
Totally.
she's probably because this girl was trying to tell my husband, you should work on your marriage, you should do this, you should do that, but she was not doing that at all. So I
Oh, my God.
definitely think whatever.
So
her
you believe
friend is,
Lisa
I
100% is messing around with Taylor's man based on your own experience, that's for
yes,
sure.
I
Okay,
believe she's
got it.
lying,
Mm-hmm.
manipulative, freaking pathological liar.
Yeah, you got it.
Wow.
Well, you
You're
know what?
speaking from experience.
In a couple of weeks, it'll be October. Every Friday, we do Believe It or Not ghost stories. Hopefully, this year you'll
Yes.
get in, and there'll be no more
I'll call again.
cheating.
Jessica will be like, hey guys, it's me, Jessica. Take my story. Take my story.
Hey, it's a good thing we didn't take your call. You found out the truth.
Ahmad, put her on VIP.
Right.
She can go through the first front of the line.
Yes. Hang on the line.
ghost
Don't go
stories.
anywhere, Jessica. I will get your number.
I don't think your
and
ghost
then we'll
story's
call
gonna
you
be
for the
as-
first one of the month.
be as good as
That's
that story, though.
crazy.
Yeah, that
No
was
kidding.
messy.
Found out, for those just tuning in, she found out her mate was cheating because she was trying to call him to say, I'm about to be on the Roula, or text him, I'm about to be on the Roula and Ryan show. And he was not unresponsive because he was cheating with her friend at a motel. Wow. 713-278-VENT is our listener line number. I know there's more stories like this. But coming up next, we want to change gears here because there's a game we played for years on the show that has now turned into a Fox television game show.
Snake oil.
Yep. It's called Snake Oil. You're going to meet two of our KRBE account executives.
Three, actually. We're
Oh, I'm
bringing
sorry, is
in
it three now?
three-
I'm bringing
Yes.
3 of them in here.
We're bringing in
because
some heavy hitters here.
I want you guys to meet them. We're going to play the game with them. It's like a little tease because next week we're playing this game with listeners for cash. Lots of money.
What are the products that we're going to have them try to
Well, you're
promote?
gonna have to
Well,
wait
you're
and
gonna hear
find
how it
out.
plays out
Yeah,
next
you're
on
gonna
the
have to wait
Roula and
and
Ryan
find out.
show.